Did you know that female kangaroos have 3 vaginas? Yep, that's right, 3. We've picked a few more such amazing facts for you. Here are 25 fascinating facts that will shock you. The wrinkles that appear on the skin of your hands after taking a bath, for example, are not random and serve a rather important role. This phenomenon is caused by the fact that when your body encounters an increased amount of moisture, it understands that the environment might be slippery, so the skin on your hand immediately begins to change, which makes it easier for you to maintain a grip on smooth surfaces. We already know that the blue whale is the largest animal in the whole world, but how big exactly? Well, the heart of a blue whale is so big that it can weigh up to a ton. But not only that, a fully grown human being can swim through its arteries and veins. Now that's pretty big. For every person in the world, there are 1.6 million ants. Now that's a lot of ants. There are 10 times more bacteria on the human body than there are cells. But most of these bacteria are harmless and are actually an important part of our overall well-being. An octopus has 3 hearts. 2 of those pump blood to its gills, while the third heart circulates it to the rest of the body. On Saturn and Jupiter, rain is made from diamonds. It sounds like a dream, but it's true. Well, too bad that this miracle happens 1.2 billion kilometers away from us. Take a look at this amazing picture. This picture shows what the sky would look like if Jupiter was the same distance away from the Earth as the Moon. Now that looks pretty cool. The likelihood that a glass of water you're drinking contains a molecule that passed through a dinosaur is about 100%. So basically, what you should know is that you're drinking dinosaur pee. The catfish have 27,000 taste buds, which is 4 times more than what human beings have. We have around 7,000 of them. Now, can you guess what this is? Any idea? This is actually what sand looks like under a microscope. The dip between the nose and the upper lip is called the philtrum. This tiny indent is a residual reminder of the time spent in your mother's womb. The 2 sides of your face developed independently of one another and came to meet in the middle of your face, creating the philtrum. There are a lot of strange phobias in the world. One such phobia is called cenosillicophobia, which is the fear of an empty glass. Sufferers experience fear when they see an empty glass. It may be a beer glass, a wine glass, or a cocktail glass. No one has ever managed to tame an African elephant, and they are all still completely wild. African elephants also have the best sense of smell in all of the animal kingdom. The jellyfish of the Turritopsis nutricula variety is the only known animal on Earth that is immortal. The only way they can die is by external factors, such as being eaten by another fish or some fatal accident. A single human being's DNA contains as much information as 50 novels. But as every human being shares 99% of their DNA with every other human, our stories are pretty much the same. A study found that the weights available at a public gym have 362 times more bacteria than an average toilet seat. Ew. In 2010, a cat in Boston fell from a 19-story building and survived. It was completely fine after the fall and walked away with only a bruised chest. The wombat poop is shaped like a cube. Isn't that something? Chewing gum doesn't take 7 years to digest. It actually can't be digested at all and will pass right through you as is. Australia is larger than Pluto. You'd think a celestial body would be bigger than any country on Earth, even if that country is also a continent, but it turns out that's not the case. Pluto measures 2,370 kilometers across compared to Australia's 4,000-kilometer diameter. Contrary to popular belief, cracking your knuckles won't lead to arthritis. After his death, Albert Einstein's brain was stolen by a pathologist and cut up into 240 pieces. Thomas Harvey was the pathologist on call at Princeton Hospital when Einstein died there in April 1955. Einstein wanted all of his remains to be cremated and scattered, but Harvey had other ideas. He took the brain without permission, and eventually it was carved up into 240 pieces, preserved, and stored in Harvey's basement. Chameleons don't change their color to blend into their surroundings. They change their color to communicate. You have a unique tongue print. Yep, that's right. The tongue is unique to every person with respect to its shape and surface textures. Since it is an internal organ, it can be easily exposed for inspection and is difficult to forge. The most lightning-prone place in the world, according to NASA, is the Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela. Storms there light up the skies almost 300 nights each year. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe and press that bell icon for more amazing videos. Until we see you next time, thank you for watching.